Today I'll take you on a trail run with me so you can see some of the things that inspire me for my paintings, and then I'll talk about the process of going from an idea on the trail, sometimes with a photograph, to a finished painting. It's a process, and for today I want to talk about going from the original idea to a black and white sketch, to a value collage, to what's called an alla prima painting, to the finished product. What I'll talk about today is just an overview, because the concept of value is something that needs a lot of attention, so it could be a whole other video. Value is a critically important concept in art, but I'll just give you the definition of value, which is the relative lightness or darkness of a color or mark in your art. And that comes into play here in these steps. Here's one example, going from the no tan at the bottom to an alla prima painting of the aspen with the background, to the finished product, a painting I called Resolve. So I'm just going to go up this little trail here. This is the Ridgeline Trail. So I'll go up here a little ways. Today I'm just out to get some vertical feet to go uphill and downhill. Past month I have hardly done anything. I've just been running on the flats, and it's really important for me, both for leg strength and endurance, and also just for enjoying my hikes, to be able to do the hills. So I got to get back into that since it's already February. So here it goes. There's Horsetooth Reservoir. Sorry, I'm breathing so hard. You can tell I'm not very fit. And then it goes, it's about 6 miles long. It goes all the way down to the south end. And there are like 4 dams. You can see the first dam up here. But this whole area is so inspiring. It's just so beautiful. My friend Steve, who is an artist but is also a geologist, knows the history of this place from a geological perspective. So he's always telling me what's going on out there, and what we're looking at now is across the reservoirs, Lorry State Park. And he always tells me about the rocks out there. I'm gonna head down in that direction. When you're outdoors and you see something that inspires you, it's important to make mental notes and take photographs so you'll remember what you want to paint later. I love these little rock outcroppings here. The first step I take is to do a black and white sketch, which is called a no-tan. You're just sketching out in pencil what the values are, the darks and the lights. This will assist you later when you start to actually paint something from your sketch. And I'll head down, and the trail takes me down toward the road. There's some cool stuff to see down there. this scenery. These rocks inspire me with the lichens and just all the lines and cracks in the rocks. They just look so cool. Get my shadow out of the way here. This trail is kind of rocky, so I'm not going to try to photograph or video as I'm going down it. The trail, and I'm going south. you can see north, but I am on this nice trail that goes along the shoreline. Really need some changes here. Okay, let's go down the stairs to what they call the swim area. Well, this isn't exactly the swim beach, but it's okay. So I'm going to go back up the stairs here. And I'm not going to go to the parking area because that would make it too easy. So let's go on the trail here. Okay, you can see me again. I see a runner coming up behind me. Yeah, I feel like a dork with this thing. Challenging enough with all the rocks, and then I'm trying to hold this crazy thing. I need to pay attention so I don't trip and biff it, which I have done before. Okay, so what I've got to do is make this selfie stick a little bit more lightweight so that I can hold it. Such a dork. But I am going to go up the trail here for about a half a mile, and I will turn around and go back up, which will give me about 7 miles and hopefully a little bit of vertical. I don't see that runner. Good. You can see how it's just beautiful out here. It's February, which is really scary because we get fire weather. We can get, like this afternoon, there's a fire weather warning when the wind comes up because we always get wind in the afternoons. Oh, there's a really big bird coming. What is that? Oh, there might be, is that an eagle? I see something, a big raptor ahead of us, but it's not, I can't see it right now, but kind of went behind that juniper tree. Okay, good, I don't see that runner. So you're running with me. I get to do some trail running. I'm only running right now because this is a really smooth part of the trail. But if I suddenly go crash, you'll know why. Be careful. Don't bounce back from things as well as I used to 30 years ago. But really, this is all, oh, here comes that was the runner. Oh, I remember the days when I used to run so easily. It was just so, my stride was so smooth and it was so easy to move. Now I'm just an old fart, but that's okay. Still love the trails. I just don't go as fast. There was this big pine tree that had a really wide crown, and it was near the water. I used to love that thing, but I haven't seen it. I'm wondering if it died. I come up here a lot, with the exception of just the last couple of months, but I'm usually up here in the foothills a lot. I don't have too much further before my turnaround. Whoa. See, I just tripped over a rock. I do need to sort of pay attention here. Down here are the mullein stalks. I love to paint these. They're really pretty in the spring. They flower, and then in the fall they dry up. They just look kind of cool. Cattails, but they have the same form. Okay, so I'm at 3.5 miles now. And you can see down to the water. Go a little bit further. Just see what's around the corner. For me, that's curiosity always comes into play. I got to see what's around the next bend. Hopefully not a bunch of people. I think I can turn around. We're getting close. So you get the picture anyway. So now I'm going back. Now you can see south, but I'm headed north.